gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey. I run straight through the...
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between our visitors and the New York Jets. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Melvin Gordon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for Carlos Hyde. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Check 31, check 31, 81.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Los Angeles.
Ready. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we had
Bridgewater now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Bridgewater now. It's complete to Williams. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They run again with Hyde on first. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down, Hyde. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 61 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He finds his running back, Hyde. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Hyde. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9. Bridgewater complete here. It's Hyde. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Chargers' first down.
First down, a run with Hyde. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll run high. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
56. Hey, pick red 80.
Now a first down carry by Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Open man is Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Bridgewater. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here we go, son. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Here we go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mike's 59. Are you getting ahead?
On first down, Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
56 is the mic. Danny.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Bell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On second down, it's Bell, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. He's got the first down inside the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it with Bell, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole...
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 82 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly.
skyrocketed.
Right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Henry Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it? Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Bell. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Switch, 6-6. Pull it high.
On the counter, here's Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Bridgewater on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And an alley to run.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Javon Hargrave picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Set the tone, defense.
They run the counter. Bell. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Let's go, Let's go.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.